Hi there, I am Tanya Windecker and I have complex post-traumatic stress disorder myself. And have you ever had that experience that you stand in front of a mirror and you're looking at yourself but you're not recognizing yourself? It totally spins you out. Is this really me? You know, that sense, that depersonalisation. Because so many of us, after all this trauma, we continue to dissociate and not really live in our body. We kind of don't recognize ourselves anymore. You know, I don't know, I've always felt like I am like, there's this string on the back of my head and I'm kind of holding on to this string. I'm kind of outside of my body. It's like, this is kind of my body, but I'm not I'm not really wanting to be in it, not claiming my body, my shell, so to speak, so I'm kind of a bit outside, you know, going through the motions. It's not that there was no mirrors in my house or that there was no photos of me. I was just never present to actually look at this. It was a long process because I didn't even really want to look at myself. You know, there's this whole continuum for people who had lots of trauma in their life. Some people really avoid looking at themselves. They don't really want to be in their body, to all the other extreme where people go into extraordinary detail about their looks. You know, they look like immaculate. You know, there's not an eyelash that's poking in the wrong direction, to that extreme. Okay, so people spending no time looking at themselves, to people who really are almost obsessed about what their exterior, what their body looks like. And we'll need to find a middle ground there, because neither is really quite that healthy. But, you know, for me, being at that extreme and not looking at myself at all, I noticed that even brushing my teeth, I was standing in front of the mirror, but I was never really looking at myself. I wasn't even really fully present brushing my teeth, which caused a whole other range of issues. I don't know if that's something for you as well, but I was brushing my teeth way too hard, so I lost a lot of my, you know, the gums and things like that. So it caused me other trouble as well, because I was really not present. I didn't feel anything. I didn't notice that I was brushing too hard. And there were signs that we actually dissociate while we are doing day-to-day things. So I had to really learn to be more mindful, to stay present, stay within my body, and really looking at myself in the mirror as well. And that was really awkward initially, and it only lasted for a few seconds. But the more we can do this, and the longer we can do this, the more we can claim our body back. Okay, to come back inside, not hanging on to that string out there, but come back in, claim it, this is mine, and start to look after our body better as well, because the more we can stay in tune with our body, the more we live in it, the more we feel all the sensation and so forth, the better we notice when things go wrong, and we can start to nurture ourselves better, we can start to soothe ourselves better there. So, as I said, the healing process is long. This is something that's an ongoing process, so I'm still work in progress here myself, you know, and every now and then I sort of look at is this really my hand, you know, is this really what my fingers look like? Because sometimes it's if someone asks me what do I look like, it's really hard for me to actually describe this. I much rather say, I will be wearing a purple jumper. We just go like this. It's much easier for me than describing what I look like. But this is something that we can practice, and practice makes progress, and you know, with practice we can rewire our brain little step by little step. So hang in there, pay attention. Next time you stand in front of the mirror, really spend a little bit of time looking at yourself, being curious, being open. It's you, you know, you have a right to feel okay about yourself. You have a right to feel okay with your body. You're good enough as you are. So I know it takes courage to kind of go back into your body, if that makes any sense at all. Probably not to other people, but people who do a lot of dissociate a lot or have this depersonalisation experience, it may, because it really feels like you're not in your body. So I guess key here for me was to actually spend some time every day, or a few times a day really, because initially it was so awkward that I only lasted a few seconds looking at myself and exploring myself, because to do that you actually have to be in your body. Okay, and that was something really scary, uncomfortable, awkward initially. And be okay with that, you know. If it only lasts a few seconds, celebrate it, you know. This is progress. A few seconds is progress, and the next day it might be a second longer. It doesn't matter. Stick at it, you know. You have a right to feel comfortable within your body. It's a slow process, to be honest, but it does get better. Like I always say, our brain has tremendous capacity to change, and with those little exercises we can rewire our brain and get our brain to realize that it is safe now to stay within our body. And I think this is key, what we have to learn to be able to not dissociate so much, so we can actually start recognizing ourselves better there. But as always, I'm super excited seeing your comments down below and the things that you did do to help you, or you're sharing your tips, tricks and tools there as well, because together we can grow much, much quicker. We have a whole library of tools there that we can try and work through. So things do get better with practice, so hang in there. But as always, I'm sending you lots and lots of love and rainbows to brighten up the tough times just a little.